Hi everyone, I'm back with another video. Before I start, I just want to apologise for the shadows in the video. While I'm filming this, the weather's gone black and horrible outside, so I've not got much natural light. So I hope you can see everything okay on here. So before I show you what we're making today, when I made my other little folio album, I got some requests on how to make it. So I've made another one, which is this little Christmas one. And before I show you inside, I'm going to show you the basics of how to make it and how I went about deciding what to put inside it. Okay, so I'm back to show you how to make this little folio album, how to make the base of it and how to decorate it. I mean, you can decorate it yourselves, but I'll just show you how I started it off. So I'm not going to use the Halloween again, so let's get rid of that one. I'm going to use the Let It Snow collection. I've got this in my stash, lovely colours, but you could use any collection that you want to use. So I've got the actual collection papers, pattern papers and some stickers, and I've also got the journaling cards, and I'm using a piece of paper as my base from the Patterns and Solids, but again you can use whatever you want to use or whatever you've got in your stash. So I've wrote some instructions down in case you want to take a picture of this, but I hope it makes sense. So what you actually need is one 12 by 12 piece of paper for your base. Now you can use it out of your patterned collection pack or a Patterns and Solids, or you can make it in white card if you've got that. And that piece of card, you need to, paper, whatever, you need to cut at 7.5 inches, cut it across. Make sure your pattern isn't directional, and if it is, make sure you're definitely cutting on that across ways and not cutting down. So, and you need to cut at 7.5 inches. So then you'll have one large piece and one small piece, and I'll show you that because I've already scored mine. So this was my 12 by 12 piece of paper, and I cut it at 7 inches. So this is my 7-inch piece now, and I've also got my leftover piece. So this is my small piece. So working on your large piece, back to the instructions here. On my large piece, on the long side, you want to score it at 3 3/4 inches and 7.5 inches. So that's 3 3/4 and 7.5. And then you want to turn it round and just score an inch. I've done that in case you haven't got a large scoring board. So if I just repeat that on there and just show you on my instructions in case you've screenshotted this, score on the long side at 3 3/4 inches and 7.5 inches, and on the outer edge score at 1 inch, and that's going to make your pocket. 3 3/4, 7.5, and this is 1 inch from this edge to make a pocket. One thing I would say with graphic 45 paper, if you're going to score it and you don't want it to crack, because sometimes it's just lovely bright bold inks on it, and if you score it and then score too hard, you can see a bit of the white if you're too hard. So I would score it on one side and then I'd go back again and I'd score it on the other side, and that just breaks the fibres of the paper and it saves you having a cracked edge. So that's my large piece, and I've scored it on both sides and folded it. So this becomes the pocket that folds in, that'll be shorter there, and that folds over the top. And when it comes to you scoring it all, sorry about that clatter, scoring it all to make it flat, just make sure you butt up your edges, pull your front cover if you're a little tiny bit short, and then burnish that down. So that is the basis of that part of the album. Then you want to take your smaller piece. So there's your small piece. Now on this, on your small piece, I have just put to score on the long side at 1 inch from either end, and then wrap around the larger piece. So what that means is you've got this long piece, score at 1 inch, score at 1 inch, and instead of scoring on the exact same measurements and it all being a bit crunkled up, what you need to do is get your piece of paper, score your 1 inch and fold it. And then what I did is I folded my edge over there, so that's my little pocket, and then butted it up against my outer edge. And then I just folded my paper round. So I fold it round, get it into position. You can see I've not burnished it down yet. And once I'm happy with that, happy with my edge, because you want it to come right over this edge here, because you're going to put a few bits inside, so you don't want it, the score line, to be dead on it or it'll buckle. And then just fold that down with your hand. Just burnish it with your fingers. That's that edge. Then open it up a bit. This is on that edge, and you just want to, this is the other side with that inch pocket, and fold this part in. Just do it by eye, straighten it up a little bit, and fold that one down. Nice and easy like that. And then when they come round together, you've got a little bit of give there, so it's not all tight when you put all your other layers inside, and that all folds together nicely. So what you'll then have, oh, and this is another point, on your piece of paper, because it's double-sided, you can decide which way you want this. You might want it the blue side on the inside, like so, and the pattern side on the outside. So it's up to you which way you decide to go with. And that's the benefit of having the double-sided papers, really. So what I've got now is this. So there's my little folio, it's in the shot there. So when you open it up, you'll have this page with a pocket. You'll have the blank front page. You'll open it again. You'll have this page, which you're going to decorate the belly band or whatever. You'll have this little page, which when you turn over, this will have a pocket. You'll have this page where you can put your topper or sentiments, whatever. You'll open it up again. You'll have a pocket here, and this page to decorate. So the way I've done that with decoration, or I'm going to do on this one, let's fold it all back together, is first of all, out of my journaling cards, I've picked what I want to go on the front. So let's find what I want to go on the front here. You might know I've put that one away. Where is my little, bear with me a second while I just find that. What name is that? Right, there he is. Okay, so I've found my one that I'm going to put on the front there. So that is my Father Christmas that I'm going to put on the front. So he's going to be my main image. And what I'll do then is I'll get some ribbon and I will attach it to the front here before I stick him on. That way the ribbon can just wrap around then. So that's that one. So I know I've got him for the front. When I then open this up, I want something from that here that I can make into another pocket. So I've gone with this image, and I've cut it just off the edges, just trimmed the sides down so it's exactly the 3 3/4 there. And I want an image that when this folds over the top of it, you can't see the image, but it still looks okay. So when I've got that on there, that will sit like that. And you can move this part until you've decided as high up or as low down as you want it. So I'm going to have mine higher up like that. Put my little Father Christmas on there. And then when I open it up, I'm planning to have some poinsettias down here. So little poinsettias will be on this pattern and down here and not look odd. And it will also blend in here on the front as well. And that will be a bit like what I've done with this original one, which was to have the pumpkins coming out of the bottom, but they also fit in with this piece here. So that's that. So when you then stick this piece down, you only want to stick these 3 sides because you're going to make a pocket to go in the top there. So that's that one. Once you've done this part and you've decided exactly where you want to go with that, you can turn it over and stick your folio together then at this point, and you all just need to stick on 3 sides here, and that will hold everything together. So on the back of your folio, you will put glue down here and stick it in there like so. So the only 3 things holding it will be on this side. 1, 2 and 3 there, and that will also then make a pocket. So that's your 3 bits there. So you've got your front image done, and you've got your first inside pocket done, which is that one. So those 2 are sorted. Inside here, I then want something that will go with that image. So I've got my pocket stuck on here. So I'm going to seal this pocket down just by gluing this side and this side, and I want something that slots inside there, maybe that one or my little joy. So I need to just pop a little bit of glue so that fits inside there, and it also then goes with the greens on this paper. So that's that one done. Then over here, well, I'll turn that over then so we go inside. So over here I'm going to put a piece of pattern paper and make my belly band on that one. All I'll do for that is one piece of paper with a larger strip. Let me just show you. For example, if this was going to be the strip, I would tuck it underneath the paper, pretending this was the paper. I would tuck this underneath, and that would make my belly band along there. And that is how I've done it in the Halloween one. Let's see. There's my piece of paper, and this is my strip. Just tucked it underneath either end and then decorated it. So then I'm back to this side here. So this little one also now needs something to go on the front of here. So I'm going to choose this. I'm going to go with blues now. So I'm going to have my little owl on there. And then when that flicks over, I want something underneath there. So I'm going to put my next journaling card underneath so that it's hidden there until you open it up. This will also make a pocket, and you can add something inside there. That will be decorating there. You can put some layers on. And then finally, when you open it up on this side, you'll have a pocket here that you'll have stuck down, and you need something on the main back image. So I've trimmed the Father Christmas down, and you really do need to trim on this one, because see how on my score lines there, you do not want your piece of paper touching it, so that it folds together nicely and doesn't catch. And you just want to again stick on 3 sides, and that will make another pocket. And when you've done all that and everything's all now stuck together, you can now decorate your back. So this will only be stuck on 3 sides, remember, giving you a pocket. If you then get another journaling card, this just needs a little trim, you can stick this one down, but again on 3 sides, and you'll have a second pocket, and that will make your back image. You can decorate the back. So that on the whole is everything that I've done to make the folio. And I did round the edges, so I used a corner rounder on the edges, but that's entirely up to you. And the way you decorate it is also up to you. But I'm going to go away and decorate mine, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what I've done. But that is the basis for the folio, and I'll pop that on the screen again just for you to see. 12 by 12 piece of paper for the base. Cut it at 7.5 inches, so now you'll have 1 large piece and 1 small piece. On the large piece, score on the long side the 3 3/4 inches and 7.5 inches, and on the outer edge, score in 1 inch to make a pocket. On the small piece, score on the long side at 1 inch from either end, and then wrap the piece around your larger piece to get a nice neat fit. So I'll come back with my decorated piece. Okay, so here we are back with the finished folio, all decorated, and I just thought I'd show you how I've gone about that. So it's 99% the same as the Halloween Midnight Tales layout of the album, where I've used a journal card on the front as my topper. Instead of stamp images, I've used stickers that I've just added cardboard to the back, and I've added those popped up for some dimension. I've added some glitter, don't know whether you can see that, to the Father Christmas there, and some little pearl drops as well, just for decoration. My ribbon I've sandwiched underneath the journal card, but only at the front there, so that it wraps all the way around. Underneath here, I've 3D'd the some fussy cut images of poinsettias, and added some glitter to those, so that when you open up, that image also follows through to the image inside, which is the other journaling card that we decided we were going to put in there. So the whole image of the poinsettias all flows through there. Some of them are popped up, some I've added flat, and then they flow into that journaling card image. On this side, I've decorated one of the pockets with one of the sticker borders, and I've just popped in one of the journaling cards that I'd already got. I've made a pocket at the top here. That is for the tag, or one of the tags, and I've decorated that with some papers from the Patterns and Solids. Added a little bit of ribbon there. When you open it again then, inside this time, I have done the belly band, again using that's an offcut off the 12 by 12 signature page from round the edge. I just used that to make the belly band, and added a couple of the die cuts from the papers. On this side is another journaling card, and that is stuck to the pocket flap here, which again I've tied in the same as the other one by using one of the border stickers, and this is just one of the stickers on some card that I've popped in there. That hides the back of one of the journaling cards with somewhere to write, and I've added stickers again, these with the lovely little polar bears on here. When that flips over with the Let It Snow around the edge, it follows through with the one around the edge of the one underneath, which was our Father Christmas that we decided on earlier. Another journaling card with another pocket there for a tag. On this side, I've followed again to match this side with one of the borders that I cut from that signature page, and I've added that to the pocket. I've popped a little tag or journaling card in there, which you can either pop on either side really. That slots inside there. And I also, this time, for the decoration on the bottom, I also left that part open in case I wanted to tuck something in there as well. Just gives us that extra little bit there of space. And then on the back, when you turn it over, pop that one over again and fold that in. We've got the Let It Snow journaling card, a bit more of the polar bear sticker. It goes a long way on this size project. And I've added one of the little cutter parts, added it to some of the blue snowflake paper. You could also add a white piece there or a picture to the back to write on, and that will slot either into this wraparound pocket or into here where we've got the journaling card used as a pocket. So there's two areas there to pop that in. So that's my decoration on this particular folio. I hope you like it. I hope the instructions were clear enough for you to follow. Any questions, do let me know. I hope if you make one you post so I can see your versions, because that would be lovely. And there's my two, my Let It Snow and Midnight Tales. So I'll pop those on there so you can see them. Let's pop them under there so you can't see that. There's the two. So I hope you have fun making yours. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and please do subscribe to my channel, and I'll try to bring out some more videos that you like in the future for folios and cards and other crafty items. In the meantime, enjoy crafting, and thanks for watching. Bye!